There we go. Thanks for that.
No, I'm so sorry.
No, it's nothing you did.
And I didn't hear you because I had it on mute because I was on the phone.
Oh, good. Let's get going into the meeting. So welcome everyone. Sorry, I'm kind of sitting in a lounge room today, but that's all good. Hope you're all having a great week. It's so hot in Sydney. Quick whip around. What's happening in your world right now?
Oh, it's 31 here. It's beautiful.
Oh, how nice is that, Kylie?
Yeah, it feels like it's about that to me. I've got my business buddy catch up this afternoon, so I'm really looking forward to that.
Fantastic. Who's that with?
It's with two, actually. It's with Zoe Scott and Ariana Paneer.
Cool. Awesome. Bianca, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I am actually in the process of studying for my first aid, as I have to write that on Sunday. So very inspiring stuff, not? But otherwise good.
Oh, good. It's great to see your face. Natalie's enjoying the sun. Julia, how are you?
I'm good. I'm just sitting here trying to get my head around planning social media, and there's so much resistance to that.
Keep it simple. Get on video. Caroline? You're on mute.
I'm sitting in a car wash waiting for my car to be finished. So I'm going to be a bit, I'm going to put myself on video and I'm going to put myself on mute, but otherwise all good.
Oh, good. Nice to hear your voice. Mench, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, Soph. I'm just sitting here. I can't put on my video. I'm actually having internet connection problems, so I'll just listen to you all.
That's okay, no worries. And hey, Jasmine,
hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Great, darling. Nice to see your face. Did I catch everyone? Did I miss anyone? Because I have to swipe across here. So, no, I think we've got everyone. All right, so I've got a pretty packed agenda, just things I wanted to share with you and get your feedback and your ideas on. So I did do a little mini video in the Community Leader Facebook group earlier this week, just to give you a heads up on a couple of those things so that you can have a few minutes to actually think about them before I kind of talk about them. So I'm just going to dive in. I know Bianca's got to get off a few minutes early and I was running a little bit late. So one thing that I'd like to do is a Community Leader Day. Now, we've done these before in the past where we've had Tony give us her boat, which has been amazing. But Tony's not officially a community leader anymore, which I'm sure she'll still give us her boat. But what I'd like to do is a vision day at my house. And when I say vision day, I mean maybe an hour and a half on business and then hanging out by the pool, drinking wine and eating cheese. So Bianca and I kind of were brainstorming ideas, and I'm like, well, that's fun. Now I know that we've got the Melbourne ladies, which is all cool, but have a think as well. And it would be great if you guys could come up. Obviously, you're welcome to stay at my house as well. There's enough space for pretty much all of you. If you want to sleep over, we can find a foam mattress, worst case, but we do have room. So my question is to really have a think about, is December too crazy, or should we do it in January? Are people going away?
I'm going away, Sophie. I'm going to be away from the 11th of December to the 11th of January.
Oh, lucky you.
Mm-hmm.
And anyone else?
Yeah.
Sorry, Jazz.
I just said I don't have any plans.
Cool.
I'm away, Caroline, from Boxing Day until about the 22nd of Jan.
Of Feb.
Jan.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's still cool. But I was like, what are you doing? Fabulous. Natalie, what did you say then?
I don't have the girls from, I think it's the 23rd until about the 6th of Jan.
Okay.
So I can do anything in that time.
Okay. And are you coming to Sydney soon? We can talk about that later.
Yeah, no, we're trying to make it happen at the end of Jan. It might only be for a few days, but otherwise it'll be Easter. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Anyone else?
I'll be away around Christmas, New Year's time.
Yeah. Yeah, I won't do it through there. I think we'll have to look at something else. Anyone else? Kylie?
I'm good. I can do December or January.
Cool. Anyone else I miss? Who did I miss? Did we get everyone? Okay, cool. Let me have a look, and maybe we'll do something in Feb. It just kind of depends what everyone's plans are, and obviously those are watching the recording as well. It'd be great to have everyone, but I completely understand that as well. No matter what date or what you do, from other things, you're never going to get everyone on, but I do want to see how we can make the most of getting everyone here if possible. So leave that with me, but that's something that we do want to do over summer. It'd be nice. And my house isn't brand new or anything, but it's big and there's lots of room and there's a pool and there's a bar. So I think it'd be a great opportunity to get everyone together. They're the needs, right? Pool and a bar. And we've had some really good fun. We'll put some proper strategy stuff in there as well for you, and just a great time to bring all of you fabulous leaders together. So the next one is around the real action for November. So I mentioned in the video I did that I would like to do a challenge instead of a real action topic, and if there was any specific ideas you had around what a good challenge would be. I think someone mentioned accountability challenge. Yep. Nothing's like, yep.
Jazz too.
Yeah. Jasmine said yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the biggest issue with our group.
Yeah. Your messenger chat group is on fire at the moment.
And I think it's so nice. Yeah.
What other challenges do you think would be great? Any ideas? What about a referral challenge? 5 referrals, 10 referrals. I don't know. Just thinking, what would make a difference? Yeah. Yep. Referrals. Anything else that's kind of... So we used to do challenges before we introduced the real action. So, it could be like a visibility challenge, posting a video, 3 times a week in your groups or your pages. It could be...
So reviews,
Sorry?
Reviews?
Oh, yep. Reviews. So Facebook or Google. Yep. The other thing I was thinking is that because we're going into December and January, we don't want to add pressure to people by having a topic and training and stuff, that we could potentially do 3 challenges. So the next 3 months it's the challenge month. So just to take a little bit of pressure, and then we can look at what would be the right order for this. So obviously going into Christmas is a perfect time to do referrals, like boost up everyone's business and bank accounts and get a bit more momentum happening for the new year. Then we've got accountability. So maybe that would be through for the end of the year. So maybe December is an accountability, like around planning and, getting the stuff done that you need to do before the end of the year. Just throwing it out there.
You do that in reverse, actually. I reckon I'd go accountability in November, because come December, no matter how much we encourage people, they automatically seem to drop off because everyone's worried about Christmas.
Yeah, agreed.
Do that in November.
What do you mean by drop off?
Oh, mentally. Like they mentally drop off come December. They're thinking about their holidays and Christmas. I reckon if we do accountability in November and referrals in December, that might, because it's the month of giving. So we could run a really cool campaign around referrals and giving and tie that in together somehow. That might get a bit more traction.
The hard thing is that people aren't going to be referring clients during December, like as in they might do it for the first week, but that's pretty much it, because it's Christmas, and New Year's, people are taking holidays and leaving. So you're kind of going to lose a bit of momentum there with getting actual referrals. But I like what you said around accountability, not in December, then maybe it's a January thing, like coming out of the new year, it's like setting your intention for the year. And maybe it's just more around working with your business partner for the month and being very clear on what accountability for the month. And then you do the reviews in December.
Yeah, I think that sounds good.
The thing with January though, Sophie, and this was feedback that I got from several people and passed back to you this year, was that people felt really flustered by getting all these tasks over Christmas holiday, because they are away, and even to have a buddy catch up, people found that really, really hard. And there was frustration coming out of the group going, hang on, I thought that this was meant to be school term only. Why are we getting so much stuff during the school holidays? I can't keep up with it. I've got, and like, people were just getting into a little bit of yeah.
So maybe then in January we don't do business partners.
We've got to pull something out of that period, because, like, if you look at Caroline, she's away for most of December and January, and then wanting to still run a business on the side, and then we've still got this networking, and it's because they want to do everything that they put the pressure on themselves. It's not that they don't want to do it, because if they didn't care, then they go, oh well, I'm not here, I'm not going to worry about it. But they do care, and then they go, oh, I'm not doing it. So should we actually be doing something during that period?
Would that make sense for December as well?
Well, what day does school go on holidays in December?
State schools, I don't think they finish until like 3 days before Christmas. State schools.
Oh, really?
Private schools are maybe a week before Christmas.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 weeks.
I think you could still do December, because it's still it's a big part of school term still. But in January, you don't have any meetings.
Okay.
Cool. Maybe January is more about goal planning and goal setting for the new year.
I think they should be done in December. So you don't want to start New Year's. You don't want to start New Year's and go, okay, so what am I going to do this year? You want to go into the new year having a plan. So maybe that's where I think the accountability is better in December. So you can get ready. So what do you need to do for the new year? And it can all be talk around, wrapping up the last to do things. Ensure you're having a celebration, having some downtime.
Maybe it's about looking after yourself. Maybe you just hit it then. Maybe it's making sure you're celebrating your wins. Are you patting yourself on the back? Remember how July was like self-care month? Maybe we can tie a bit of that into January. Like, you've come out of 2019, all guns blazing. You've got your goals. Now it's time to enjoy and reap the benefits of all your hard work. Maybe it's something around that, because so often business women especially, we just continue looking after our families, cleaning the house, doing all the shit that needs to be done, and we don't celebrate the little things. So maybe it's more around that.
That's a good idea too, because also by the end of January, having your kids home for 6 weeks, you want to kill them. So doing something for yourself so that you don't kill your children in January, or drop them off at school a week early.
So can I ask a quick question? With December, do we have business partners in December?
Yeah, I reckon.
Well, we've only got one meeting in December.
Yeah, but still, you still got the other stuff. Yes.
I would say yes, because we have got more. We've got about just over 2 weeks worth of December where it's still school term. If it was only 1 week, I'd say, well, there's no point. But that's my opinion. But I'm happy. That's my vote. Everyone else votes as well.
Cool. So what we're saying is November's going to be all around a referral challenge. I'll put something together. December, we're still doing business, so still like business as usual. There's no real action, but we will have a bit of a challenge around self-care and keeping each other accountable. Maybe it's all around just getting ready for the new year. I'll come up with something a bit better than what I just said then. And then nothing in January, so no meetings, no business partners, no challenge, but just, connecting with each other, it's that kind of, self-love stuff. And then in February, we can kind of get back on with real action and probably be like a session or, getting clear on your goals for the year and that. Sound good?
That's really good. Yeah.
Cool. Great. Thank you. So fabulous. Can I just say, it's so fabulous to have like a board of directors, pretty much, which is what you are, to go to with ideas. And it's just like, bing, bing, bing. Oh, that sounds good. Okay. Leadership profile. If you haven't given Mensch your leadership profile details, can you please do that ASAP? Because we are sharing that. You'll see, we are sharing that across our across our socials as well. We've got a lot of traffic that's driving to the website and that. So if you're not on there, you'll get missed. And also we ask you to then share that on your socials. So you have your own page. So whilst there's the leader page, when you actually click on you, it opens up to your own page. So you could share that page on your socials. You could have it on your email signature. You can have it on, you know, put that you're a leader of the community in your bios. You know, social proof is really important. And what else was I going to say? You can link it to your website. So the leader profile is linked to your website. It's linked to your social media pages as well. So that'll also help with some SEO stuff for you too. Mensch has a list. Don't you, Mensch? But please get that done. Family and friends. Okay, so one of the videos that one of the topics I spoke around is a membership kind of drive in November. What's your thoughts on doing this? I think I've only ever once offered like a discount on membership, and it's not something that I ever want to, you know, do, but just thinking like I have my ideas in the shower and they normally are good. So what's your thoughts on doing a family and friends special offer only for November at say 50% off or something crazy, just to boost?
Too generous. I reckon you're giving it away. I think 50% is too generous. I reckon people who have just joined might be like, they get 50% off.
No. Let's be super clear. I'm not talking about discounting our membership. This is purely for members, friends. This is purely a referral. This is not advertised anywhere.
Okay.
It's not it's only, so if you are a member and you want to bring in a friend for the month of November, you can bring them in at half price.
But how do you communicate that, Sophie? Because like we've got 3 new members starting up now. How do we communicate to those 3 new members? Oh, by the way, we've got the special this month, and now you can go and invite a friend for 50% less when they've just paid the full price.
Yeah, that's
it's only a referral thing. So lots of businesses have like where you get. So now that you know you're part of this, you get exclusive offers. You know, if you can bring in someone. And they get a discount on their membership.
Well, I'm thinking of Shan and Justine. Justine brought Shan along.
Yeah. Well, we didn't have that offer then. And it's not something we've ever done before. Like you can't, you know, it's like if I put a promo out and say, I don't know, $1,000 off my mastermind program for this month, for the next 3 people. Like I can't, you know, the people who have just joined, I mean, I didn't have that offer then.
I hear what you're saying, but you asked us for our feedback and thoughts, and this is our feedback and thoughts.
It annoys me.
I'm not getting it. I'm just processing it as well.
Like I just bought a dress for Katie, and then the next day that they were having like 20% off. Like that pisses me off.
Yeah.
That's so annoying.
Yeah.
You know, in retail, you can go back and get that price difference. We used to be able to.
Yeah. I sent them an email because I'm like, hang on. Yeah. That does annoy me, and I do wonder whether people that have paid full price will feel put out because they weren't given. Oh God, everybody's head shook at once.
I can't see everyone at the same time. I can only see 3 people at once. So.
Because I've got it on the grid view. Everybody went like at the same time.
Oh yeah, it's just because I'm on my phone. You shook or nodded?
No, everybody went like this.
Yeah, I agree with Nat and Bianca. Yeah.
I agree as well. Yeah,
okay.
It just leaves a horrible feeling. Even if other people are doing it, do you want to do that?
No, I mean, we've never discounted. I mean, once we have offered a special for where they got $100 off or something, and the member also got $100 referral.
Why don't we do something like that?
What I'm just trying to do is really boost your numbers so that you've got, you know, and reward our members.
You're the biggest asset, Sophie. I think you're the greatest asset to all of us. And I think people want time with you. I think that's worth more than 50% off. And I don't even think you need to give $100 for people who refer others. I think people want something. And I think that something is you. So I think giving your time is going to be more appealing.
Yeah, but my time is like all members get an hour with me anyway, right? Full strategy session. Some people, the $100 is important.
Maybe look at referring the referee. So whoever is doing the referral, reward them, because then they can get out to more people. But it's got to find a way to do it something different. And I agree, your time would be like, it's a great idea. But I personally know if I had a community of 100 people and then suddenly they're all referring and then I have to give each time, you could end up coaching someone who refers 10 people. You're just giving away, you know.
But no, they have to join. They have to join.
I know that, but I mean, yeah, you could end up giving a lot of your time out. I've done that myself in the past, and it killed me for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Can you give away someone else's time? Like, Sophie, you've got a great team of experts around you. Can you give away someone else's time? So,
but then that costs me money.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I pay my team.
Yeah.
Okay.
$100 off.
Yeah, we still have that.
Yeah, I like the $100 off. Okay.
Oh, $100 off.
$100 for a referral. So maybe we should promote that again, because I don't think we've spoken about that for a while. You know, if you refer somebody, you get $100.
Yeah, we could even do it through November.
That
like as a bonus to Christmas, you get 200.
So I remember last year, I think you did, if you join now, you get, well, if you join maybe in December, you get 2-3 months in addition. Yeah,
if you're paying full.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think that's, okay, yeah, I forgot about that. Thank you. All right, so
that was really valuable, because I remember saying to some of the guests, you're going to get 3 months for, 3 months extra.
That was sold to me when I joined. That was one of the reasons I joined, in all honesty. It was Michelle who said, if you join now, and I think that might have been, I don't even know what month that was, but like, if you join now, you get 3 months. And I was like, oh, that got me over the line.
Yeah.
Especially at this time of the year when actually we're all so busy, and actually we know that we probably, if you join now, you probably aren't going to commit as much as you would be in the new year, because things are so hectic at this leading up to Christmas. So if you can get the 3 months in addition, I think that's a big bonus.
Yeah, thank you for reminding me. I completely forgot. Okay. Again, thank you everyone for your opinions, because it's very, very useful. Okay, so what if we do from between November and December? When a new member joins, they get 3 months, and they pay in full. They have to pay in full, because it doesn't, like 125. Like I can't pay the member who referred them their bonus. Like it's, take out GST and I'm left with nothing.
I actually don't agree with the bonus. I don't think you need to give $100 to members who refer others. I don't think you need to. I think when people refer others to join the group, they do that because they know the value of the group, because we love the group.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but actually it is a really nice way to thank them. So, we used to have and for some people it makes a lot of difference. And for some people, they are like referring, I think this year, the top referrers referred like 6 people. Like it's kind of, and it's cheaper for you to get a referral than for another. So I appreciate that as well. We've always had that $100 referral, so I think I'll keep that. Sometimes we double it even to really, what's it going to take to get you out there? And that's where it's like, if they get something and you get something, then they kind of don't feel like they're trying to get someone into something. Does that kind of make sense? Like, so that I get.
Yeah, from just really quickly though, my personal experience, when I referred Karen and then I got the $100 for referring Karen, I felt bad for receiving that $100. I felt naughty. I felt like I shouldn't have got it, because I referred my friend because I'm her friend and I wanted her to experience our community. I wasn't doing it for money. It felt like a drug deal or something. You could have
sent it back. You could have sent it back or given it to another leader, or it's
fine. You know what I mean?
I'll send you my bank account details and you can put it back in. It's no problem at all.
I was going to say, Jazz, but what's going on with this guilty receiving here? That was
Bianca, I need more time with you. I
think you and I need to talk again. We've got massive guilty receiving going on here.
I do. Natalie, tell her, Nat.
That's because you're an overgiver. Good pick up, Bianca. I'm glad you jumped on that. Okay, so I'm going to pull something together. But what I'm thinking is they get 3 months extended when they play in full. and the member gets 100 or 200. Like, because if the person pays in full, like if the cash is in the bank, it's a great referral thing. So
I think 100 is good.
yeah,
Yeah, 100.
Yep.
all right.
It's the acknowledgement. 100 is a good deal anyway. I don't think 200 is necessary.
And we can say it will all be paid before Christmas, so that's extra money in the bank before Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that can be like the little, terms is that will be deposited direct, like before Christmas. Like if they join now, we'll do it straight away. Mensch, you'll need to keep me on track for that. Do you write that down? But so every week we'll have a cat. When we talk, Mensch, can you please add to the item that we need to make sure that if we've had any new members join and they've been referred by members, that the referral is paid straight away. So if they join and they pay by monthly, the member still gets the $100. So they've done their work, they've referred. It's just that if the new member joins and they pay up front, bless you, then they get the extended 3 months. And it's just extended 3 months from the date they sign up. So it works no matter what. I think in the past we've done it till like February, the 28th of February or something. But we'll just do it 3 months from the date they sign up, so it's fair.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, amazing. Can someone tell me what the time is? So I don't want to.
It's 1:40.
140.
Oh, okay, cool. Great.
Can I ask something?
No.
So Jazz and I have been posting about our group, like after every meeting. I take the photos, Jazz does the words. It works really well. But what I'm finding is when it posts in the Real Entrepreneur Women, like not the inner circle, but just the regular group, I can't then share that post.
No. So post it on the business page to share the post.
Got that, Jazz?
Yeah, got a business page.
Yeah, fab. Good. And then when you see each other do those posts as well, like everyone jump on that because that social proof is really cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Christmas promotion in the inner circle. So a thought is, and it kind of came to me when I was doing my Real Action Live, is that in November we should have an opportunity for members to post a Christmas special or a Christmas offer or Christmas ideas, so that the members can support each other with their shopping lists. What's your thoughts? Given that the inner circle is not a promotional space.
I think it's a great idea as a once-off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
So we can make it like your first stop for all your shopping first is a member, as opposed to just being the big group, which is any random person. Like, let's support each other. Anything I need to think?
Do you want to choose like a certain day for that to be? How many times can they post it, etc.?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Is there any certain things I need to consider? Well, you can ask as many times as you like, and maybe we need to do. And so you can so maybe it's like, so if you can ask, say, I need a gift for this.
Yeah, asking is fine, but you were talking about we can actually post our promotions. So that's what I mean.
Yeah.
How many times would you post your promotion?
Yeah. Do you think it should be like under a thread, or do you think it should? Yeah, just because otherwise it would get pretty out of control. So therefore you can go. So maybe like every week or every 2 weeks we could do a post where people can put their Christmas ideas or offers underneath it.
I think maybe once a week. That's my thoughts. I mean, we don't have many weeks left.
Yeah.
What does everyone else think?
Yep, that sounds good.
Yeah, I agree.
Mensch, can you add that to the weekly task, and we'll talk about that later today.
We could even do a weekend, because I don't know if there's posts and such on a weekend. If the rest of the days are full with other things like promote your business or whatever, we could even, do it because it's a fun shopping thing. It could be a weekend, a Saturday or something.
Yeah, I just put my social media team on hold for 3 months. So there will be less posts, but there will still be posts. But with everything that's happening right now, I'm just making sure if we're doing challenges, there's not as much content that needs to go up. So I think that we would have the space. So this will be great. And most people aren't online on weekends. I'm trying not to be. No, yeah, I'm really trying to get off. But good idea, Caroline. And then just a couple of little updates is that in the new year, we will look at for new members only. Existing members will stay the same, but for new members only, there'll be a slight price change. So we haven't changed our prices in nearly 3 years. Once was only because we had to charge GST. So just looking at our pricing model and stuff over the break, but existing members would get exactly the same. It won't be huge. It might be like $100 or something. And then same with the ticket price to come to an event. Remember, members get to gift a ticket for free. But what we're seeing is, compared to other events, and I know we don't put on catering or anything, so we'll be taking that into consideration. But there's a value perception there when you're looking. So a lot of our leads are coming through Eventbrite and what's the other place called, Mensch? Can't remember. Which is great. But when they compare our price, what was that?
Meetup,
yeah. So when you compare the price of other events on there, the other events are like $50, $70. And so there's a price perception there. So I'm just going to test it and just see if that changes the type of people that we attract or so I'm probably going to do some testing with that in the new year. But for members, there's no change. They'll have the same price forever. I'm happy to, as long as that's not a problem, we won't be changing that at all. It'll just be for new members. There'll be a slight change in price. So I'll let you know once we've kind of landed on what that looks like. I think that's it. Is there anything else that's happening? Anything you want to discuss? Natalie Rose got a smile on her face. I'm presuming you.
Lots of things. No, most importantly, how do we get our members to, 1, watch the Real Action topic, and 2, watch those units that you've put up? Because for Jasmine and I, it's like bleeding a rock. So we're open to any ideas, any help, suggestions, anything to get people
I can tell you what I did with at our last meeting for the Lower North Shore. I had recently gone through all of those units because I wasn't aware that they were there, and then Sophie let me know, and so I went through them all myself. And then at the meeting, when we were, I think when we were doing the updates in the meeting, I told everyone who was at the meeting that by the next meeting they all had to have done at least Unit 1. And so on Monday, I'll be asking everyone, have you done Unit 1? And then the next step is to do Unit 2. And I'm trying to take everyone through so that they all do the units, because there's always a lot of questions about, well, how do we invite someone? What do we do? And everything they need to know is in those units. And so I am, I guess I'm driving that so that we all do it, week by week, and they don't need to do it all at once, because then it becomes a bit overwhelming and no one does it. So I've set them all a task, and I'll be asking them on Monday whether or not they've done it, and then setting task 2.
Yeah. So another thing that we've started doing is in the inner circle every week, I think we've had a member tip, and it always refers back to the learning unit. So we are directing people to it. And I would just really encourage, if you ever get a question, whilst yes, you can give them the short answer, but ultimately you tag them in the unit. When a new member joins, they do get an email that explains to them where they are and what they like to go through them. And then you, at the end of the day, what do we say? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. But you can kick it in the water.
Hydrated horses.
Bianca?
No, I was just ending off your sentence. So look, we've had this issue as well with Northern Beaches, or Manly, should I say, and there was so much resistance. And when I told them you need to watch it, they would say, you don't need to tell us what to do. We're not kids. We've been through the member handbook. We prefer writing. So now it's being transcribed. So all I do is just go, look, just a reminder, all the trainings have been transcribed now. They'll be out there every week. As you know, if you've got a question, you have to read that first. And if you can't find your answer, then you come to me. But if you're going to come to me first, I'm going to send you back there. So and that's all I do. There's nothing else I can do about it. There was it was quite strange the way they behaved around it, and I was just like, well, yeah, I'm not going to force you to do it, but that's your responsibility. So I am here to support you, but you have to help yourself first.
Yeah.
I just think it now.
Oh, sorry. The biggest excuse we get is, I don't have time.
Yeah.
Well, then they need to go read it themselves. If they want that answer, they just need to go read it themselves. Push back, because if you spoon them, feed them too much, you've set up a behavior of that they can default to you, where now the members know that, especially when Caroline and I are together, they know that we're both going to push back. There's not one, but we're both very congruent with each other. So it's not like, oh, I know Bianca's going to push back, so I'll ask Caroline. They know Caroline will push back as well, and so will I, but in a really nice way, and just go, oh, look, that's in the training modules, have a look at it. And they go, oh, I don't know where. And I go, well, I don't know either. I'm going to have to go through and find it. So, you know, you need to go have a look. Or ask in our Facebook group or our messenger chat if anyone else can give you a quick answer. So I put the responsibility completely back on them. If they don't want to watch it, then that's their responsibility of trying to find out that information.
Yeah. They can ask a question in the inner circle at any time as well, and then we can just tag them in so, you know, we can help facilitate that. Remember, you're there to lead them, facilitate the meetings. You're not there to wipe their ass.
Yeah.
If they choose not to do the real action topic, if they say they don't have time, do they want to see my schedule? Like, I don't have time. So it ultimately comes down to value perception. They don't believe that it's worth their time to watch. So, you know, it's kind of up to them. We can't make them do anything. We can just say that if they want to maximize the investment that they've made in this community, then they need to learn how to use the community to their best advantage and to be part of the training. If they don't want to, they don't have to participate in the real action. They don't.
So how do we address that when we're then running a masterclass and half the people are like, oh, I haven't watched it yet? And then
Can I just say, sorry, Natalie, do you put together an agenda before your meeting?
Yeah, Jessica did it today.
So if you put the agenda together and you highlight that it's going to be part of the meeting, do they still just ignore it, or is that the problem you're having? Because I don't know, we've never had that issue in the online group, and it's always been a requirement to attend the meeting and to have watched. So
yeah.
I don't know.
On the first month, we let them know. We're like, hey, real action topics coming out. We'll be doing a mastermind at this meeting. Can you please do it? And at least half of them don't do it. Right, Jazz?
Yeah, definitely.
And
I think we
as well, have you got the link to watch the masterclass as well?
Oh yeah, I reckon Nat puts it in the chat group maybe 2-3 times.
Really?
Like that month. Yeah, and like she's been doing personal voice messages to each member with the people doing the showcases. We're doing a group chat between both of us and whoever's doing the showcase, offering them support, sending them links to the units to watch. So this month, actually, we've just started trying to lead by example and showcasing members who do things really, really well. Because rather than just sitting there and telling them all what to do, because it doesn't do anything, we want to just highlight the people who are doing absolutely freaking awesome and showing the results that they're getting. So we're doing Member of the Month, which is kind of cool. It's our own little thing where we highlight members who are just kicking goals. So hopefully gain a bit of momentum that way.
Oh, love that. Yeah, and so what Julia does is, because it's online, so her agenda that she pulls together, she actually posts the agenda in the chat group so that everyone knows exactly what is happening for the meeting forward, which works really, really well with the online group. So I'm not sure if the face-to-face groups do that though, Julia, or if they just pull the agenda together for themselves. Yeah, it's never been something. So, you know, you can try that as well. But
yeah, we've tried it a few times and it didn't have much of an impact. But you know, we can definitely try it again. We've had a few new members, so
yeah. And just that this is the expectation. Bianca, I see you.
No, I was looking at the time. I'm okay. I was going to say again, you know, we have half the group that has watched it, the other group that hasn't watched it. The way that we just split people into the groups, like wherever they're sitting, we'll look at how numbers in the room and we go, okay, you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, everyone that's ones get together, everyone that's twos get together. So they actually never know which group they're going to be in. They just thrown in a group, and then there's always one or two at least in the group that's seen it. And then through that conversation to kind of, because we don't always get to watch the first one. I mean, because sometimes our meeting's like on the first day of the month. And so again, you know, it's there for them to use, but it's their responsibility.
I mean, the other thing is like, you know, and maybe it's a conversation next meeting, like, do you realize that you have an opportunity to get, you know, 10 or 15 or how many members are in your group, eyes on your business during these masterclasses? So you can bring your questions and have a whole heap of different opinions and ideas on your business. So if you haven't done the work before, you're actually missing out on that opportunity. So it's really up to them. And the other thing I'd just say just really quickly is I love Natalie and Jasmine, what you're doing in Melbourne. Like, I just think the two of you, brand new, came in, took on the role, buddied up, your energy and everything. Like, I'm loving everything you're doing. But only one little tiny bit of suggestion is remember that this is supposed to be a tiny part of your time, right? And it shouldn't consume your day, like more than an hour, you know, like, so I really, you know, I love everything, the injection, like you guys are on fire. You've got some beautiful new members and the chat groups is firing, but really just be mindful that you want to teach them how to fish and not take on everything for them, and really hold them to, well, I wonder, like, why do you think you're not finding time to do that? Because you guys are amazing, but you've got your own businesses to run as well. And the reason I'm sharing this with you is because this has happened to other leaders before as well. And then they're like, oh my God, this role is so much. It takes up so much time. I'm like, hang on, what are you doing with your time?
Well, I've actually been turning the chat off on weekends. I'm like, I'm unavailable. Sorry. I have a family too, and I want to spend time with them. So, yeah.
So I think Bianca did that. I remember.
I have to go. Sorry.
Okay, that's okay. We're just going to wrap up this conversation.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bianca. Bye.
I think Bianca did that really well a while ago. She set boundaries, and because people were sort of messaging on a weekend before their showcase and asking questions, you're like, hang on, no, this is not the time. You've had all this time to prepare and ask me these questions. So it's about setting those boundaries and saying, you know, get it to me by this date, ask any questions before the Thursday or the Friday before your showcase. It's just about setting boundaries. Otherwise, they'll keep on taking, and again, on your weekends when they shouldn't be contacting you.
Yeah, that's what we did last week.
Can we include it in our update at this meeting?
Didn't we say that at the last meeting, that they had to submit their showcases the Friday before?
Let's say it again.
I would make it the week before. I would make it like the Monday before, because like they should have everything done well before then, and you kind of set the expectations for them to be prepared. Even if they don't have it done, it's like, okay, this had to be done Monday. Where is it? Like, you've got to prepare the agenda as well. So, you know, leaving it last minute to Friday is not okay either. So, you know, they're running a business at the end of the day.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that ties into, it's the same people not watching stuff who are the same people that are late to the meeting.
Yeah. So then it might be a side conversation around, you know, what's going on with what's going on for you. I've noticed that you've been late to some meetings, and, you know, you're not watching the showcases and whatever. Like, are you still committed to this group?
Okay.
They might have stuff going on as well. So it might be just a little, and not a voice message, but just a quick chat with them at the next meeting before they leave. Hey, hang on, have you got a minute? I just want to quickly chat with you.
Yeah.
What's going on for you? And like re-get that commitment onto them.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything else that's happening you want to have a chat about? No. We are going to be looking for a new online leader come the new year. So Julia is going to be stepping down. Boo-hoo, everyone. Sad times, as my son says. Actually, he goes, sad times. So we are looking for another online leader as well. So if you know anyone in your network that you think would be fabulous, please let us know.
Bree. Bree would be amazing.
You want her in your community. She's a fabulous addition to your community. But yeah, no, I'm just thinking like anyone else as well. Online's very different. Or Bree could do both. She can do Melbourne and online.
I reckon she would too.
I reckon she would. She's really good. Yeah. But we've got a lot of coaches in there too, so we've got to be mindful. So that's the other thing. We've already got coaches, so just have to be very clear, because we don't really want to have that crossover. Anything else?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, with our member of the month, we thought we'd put it back on our members to vote. So last meeting we created a few templates. One template is our member of the month and feedback form at the bottom. Shh, I can't talk, sweetie.
Sure, Mum.
So at the bottom of the form, it says, what should we keep doing, what should we stop doing, and what should we be doing? Because we find a lot of our members have a lot to say. There's a lot of feedback. So a way of capturing that is on a form. So we're doing that. So we started that at our last meeting, and it was really well received. And as I said, with member of the month, they're going to be the ones voting. So it's not mine, Natalie's responsibility. And what was the other thing we introduced? Oh yeah, we've now got a template that we put together for our business partners, also based on feedback we received, which just lists basically who they are and what they're working on, because we found all the women tend to talk about themselves and their families and what they did on the weekend for the first 80% of their time together, and then only 20% on their business. So we thought we'd try and save time by creating a quick little template that they can send to each other, so they've got an idea of what they're focused on, what they're working on, and go into their conversations a little prepared. So
yeah, cool. I love that.
Concepts, at the last meeting, and everyone seemed to love them. So we'll wait and see how those go and report back to you ladies on whether or not it was a success.
Yeah, can you share with me the business partner template? That'd be great.
Yeah, we just did it in Canva.
Okay. Just send it to me. It's great, because then we can look at pulling something together. I think that's a bit that we want to do. So just so you remember, we've got our end of year. So every year we do our feedback. So our survey, which has just come out. So I really want to encourage everyone to complete that survey, which is, it goes over everything, what they love, what they don't, ideas. That's how we've been able to change to Real Entrepreneur Women. That's how we introduce the Real Action topics. That's how we, condense Facebook groups and streamline communication channels. So it's really important that we get your members' feedback into that survey for my eyes, so that I can look at the strategy around what we're doing and how we can improve. If you hear any of those feedback through the forms that you're doing, can you please share that with me straight away? Because I love the ideas, but in the past, what's happened is we've had community leaders who aren't here anymore try to manage everything locally, and it needs to be a really consistent approach across all of the communities to ensure that we can sustain it as well. So if anything pops up in those feedback forms, can you please let me know straight away? Because if it's happening in one group, it may be happening in others, but really encourage them to feedback into the official annual feedback survey. And for the we've got our nominations as well, so member awards. So that came out this month. So we want to get everyone voting for each other as well. So it kind of ties in really nicely, Jasmine, with what you're talking around, what you're doing locally in Melbourne, which is awesome. We just want to elevate that to the group level so that we can have the awards and get the feedback in. So please remind everyone to vote, and please remind everyone to do the feedback as well. Anything else going on in Melbourne?
I feel like there's lots going on. I can't remember, Nat.
No, it's all good. You guys are on fire. Anyone else got anything to add before we wrap up? Bianca and Caroline got the dream team back together.
Good. It's good being back together.
Yeah, I bet. I'm sure the energy just shifted immediately. Melbourne Cup is coming up. I know that Northern Beaches have opened up their Melbourne Cup Day to anyone else. They've put a post in the inner circle. So if anyone wants to go to that, it's a fabulous event. It's at Vanessa's house. Yeah, so Sarah Peacock's sister, Kylie. It's a fabulous, glorious house on the beaches. Tickets are only $30, and that just literally covers food and a glass of bubbles when you come too. So that's it.
Online group.
Melbourne on no, hey, what was that?
What did you say? Sorry, I think I missed that. So members of our Melbourne online group, was it? Are doing something?
No, so the Northern Beaches community are having a Melbourne Cup function.
In Melbourne.
That's okay, Jane. And they've opened that up to any member, which is awesome. All right. Well, I'm conscious of time. If there's anything that we've gone through and then later you've gone, oh, please just reach out to me. I'll pull together everything that we've spoken around as well. But yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for your insights, all the fresh energy that's coming through the groups as well. If you could help, Ali had a question in our Facebook group around getting her. She's taken over the group from Gabby, and they're great. Like, they're having their meetings and everyone's showing up and stuff, but they're just a bit quiet outside of the meetings, and so she's really looking to engage them. So if you've got some ideas and stuff, you can either comment below or reach out to Ali. That would be great. I know she would love a bit of support there. So that's all right, go forth and make lots of money in your businesses. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time, your ideas, and everything that you're doing, especially you, Robbie.
You say thank you. You say thank you. Yeah.
Thanks, Soph. And the real action topic was wonderful this month.
Oh, great. Yeah.
Really good. Love listening to them and being part of it.
Nailed it. I'm loving doing the strategy and the coaching stuff. I can't tell you how running the mastermind has just completely changed everything for me personally, professionally, the lot. So it's just allowed me to play at a much higher level, and all of that stuff is now just fully flowing. So it's great.
Excellent.
Thank you, Caroline. I appreciate the feedback. All right, ladies. Bye.
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 Bye.